See that bottom lane. They're spinning tires on the bottom, but the two of Sheldon Creed's giving Cole Custer a good push there.
We're going to see this track change
right there by half.
quite a bit as the day goes on.
Inside lane, King to start. Cole Custer jumps to the lead in front of Parker Kligerman. Creed settles in third. The Xfinity Series, he takes P2 here, and Jeb Burton looking from fourth. Toyota on board, John Hunter Nemechek, one of those drivers starting outside the top 20 to keep an eye on today. This is Alpha Prime Racing. This is the Circle onboard camera, the driver's eye.
One around.
Jeremy Clements in the 51. First caution of the afternoon, 5 laps in.
No damage
Just
there.
got sideways getting in.
Clements was up inside the top 10 running 9th when it got away from him.
Yeah, looks like he probably just got loose on the Riley Herbst there, most likely. Does a good job staying off Riley, and ultimately a good job not hitting the wall. And everyone else doing a good job not hitting him.
Yeah. Very fortunate there. Unfortunate the fact that he had that track position. Now he's got to go back to the back and kind of work his way back forward. But a lot of these guys, only 5-6 laps into the race, they're probably keying up, trying to give a little information to the crew chief to tell them for that competition caution at lap 20.
Through the restart zone to the start-finish line better than anybody. He pushed Cole Custer on the original start. On the restart, he just beat Cole Custer up through the gearbox.
I would say help from the teammate. I think that was all on the shoulders of Sheldon Creed.
No
he
need.
was shot out of a cannon on the restart. 2 out front.
Yeah, they both look good. Good launch on those starts. That definitely helps when you can come off the bottom and show a command like that.
Austin Hill comes through to second. 1-2 at the front for RCR. Sheldon was top 10 here a season ago, and this is a group that has a lot more momentum in the first 10 races of 2023 than they had a year ago.
If he gets that clean air, he'll be all right.
Inside lane worked just fine. Outside lane, another great launch for Sheldon Creed. He jumps back to the point.
Austin's up here. Austin Dillon. He's pretty excited. He's shaking his head right now. Both RCR cars up front. They definitely both fire off really, really good. What happens on the long haul is the big question. Austin Hill, though, pressuring Sheldon Creed big time.
Yeah, cycles on tires like that, letting your tires cool back down. They got to go quite a ways here on this older set of tires. It's going to help them if they can get to this stage break in 20 laps.
You were at the start of the race, Regan.
Well, Josh, communication is always the key, and there was a lot of that with the 0-0. Cole Custer and his crew chief, Jonathan Toney, told him on the first caution he felt like the track was really rubbering in nicely. When this competition caution came out, he said, my tires feel really good. We don't have to pit here. There was a lot of question marks on these crew chiefs when this race started. That communication helped them to make their decision.
And he just got passed by Ryan Truex, who did make a pit stop, get those tires. 19 best of the bunch that elected to come down pit road at lap 21. And there's Allgaier. You speed, you get put in the back, and you got to race your way through. It is hectic.
That he had at the beginning of this race. Hopefully they can fix it at the break. But I mean, stage points wise, he's still in a great position. You know, he's racing for points where he's at right there. If the 19 does pass him, he just needs to hold things down here in second and try and get those points to the end of the stage. Don't fight too hard for this. You're a disadvantage here on tire.
13 laps to go, and there's the 19. Ryan Truex going to become our third leader of the day. It was Cole Custer. It was Sheldon Creed.
Look at this crossover.
Oh, yeah, the crossover.
Huge crossover.
Okay, officially, Truex has not led a lap yet.
Oh, he's getting loose underneath him. Fighting hard to try to maintain that clean air we talked about was so important. There's no defending the 19, though, of Ryan Truex. So fast and tire advantage and not a hole in his nose.
And his team.
The lucky dog battle right behind him. You see as he passes these guys are going to right behind him. We're going to fight super hard to try to get the lucky dog because they know it's between them two.
Ryan Truex had never won a stage. We talked about his stats as far as leading laps, but he's going to check the box today. Stage 1 at Dover goes to the hometown driver, right? This is his home track. Truex wins it. 4th caution of the day.
That's a hard hit there.
Looks like he got a lot of
We're done.
damage.
What an idiot.
Well, it seems like he's probably mad at
Just
someone.
drove all over your left rear there.
Brandon McReynolds, the spotter. Here's the replay of what they're talking about.
just tags him in the left rear, just barely enough to send them around. And there's not much room to go spin in here, especially, well, really anywhere at Dover, but you come off the corner, get tagged like that. You look at Parker in there wheeling it, trying to save it, and just gets finished off.
24 kind of just stays in it too, to give him a chance, but
Corey
if he
Heim
lifts, he's going to be the guy in the same situation there with the way the banking works.
Corey Heim driving the 24, making his Xfinity Series debut, regular in the Craftsman Truck Series. 3 career wins, including a victory earlier this season at Martinsville.
Cars on 2 tires.
That's right.
So after this stage, I'll really give you a good read on that one.
Get out the broom. It's a sweep. Stage 1 to the 19. Stage 2 to the 19. Ryan Truex does it again. It's the 3rd time a driver has swept both stages at Dover. That's the good news. The bad news, those drivers did not go on and win the race. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry. Austin Hill, solid points. Nemechek up there in the top 5. Same for Allgaier, Cole Custer, Chandler Smith, Creed, Sammy Smith, Mayer, and Barry. Well,
pretty equal restart. Austin Hill was not able to clear him into the corner, but he gets him once he's landed into the corner.
Was that a wicked launch, Joey?
That was almost wicked. That was a semi-wicked launch.
That was wick. It might have been wicked. Yeah. That was a wick launch.
Hey, don't make fun of me now. Topside really hanging on. Sammy Smith going 3 wide into turn 3. It's going to be tight.
Oh, no.
Hold on to it.
Hold the brake here. Hold the brake.
Somehow, some way, he hangs on. No contact. What an unbelievable save for the 2 of Sheldon Creed, who just got sucked around.
Yeah, you saw that entry to turn 3. 3 wide, door to door to door. No one was really ahead. Nobody lifted. And here it is right here. The 7, Justin Allgaier. He's going to try to pinch them all down onto the bottom. And you just go over those bumps. As you land down into turn 3 of some bumps, you kind of see that car moving a little bit. No side force because the 7's right next to him, squeezed in, and around she goes.
Yeah, when you're on the door of somebody like that, it's just very tough. And you can see the smoke, the powder coming off the tire right there. He's still in the gas.
Yeah, it's like a dust. It's kind of crazy looking.
Fortunate for him, he's still got a race car here. Another set of tires because they saved it earlier in this race, so he can bolt those on. Try and come from the back to the front. And it's so hard to give up right there, but somebody's got to give 3 wide here. Most of the time it doesn't work out.
Yeah, someone had to, and it's usually the person that has the advantage. The tough part is they kind of went in there with no one really having the advantage, right? That Sammy Smith was the only one that might have been behind, and he actually lifted to make sure his car stayed on the bottom.
Right. And he had the prime location. Sheldon's kind of in the worst position with the best advantage.
There. Oh, he got his quarter panel to pull him back.
That little slip.
Whoa.
How good is that 19 car today?
He can go wherever he wants with a lot of pace. You know, Austin talked about his ability to run through the center just faster than what he's able to, and I think he can do it kind of up a lane, down a lane. He's been pretty impressive.
This is where I thought he might get compromised when he lost the lead, lost control, and here he is again.
I think the only thing that could compromise him is they don't have an extra set laying. You know, these guys have an extra set. Some of them do.
Here's a replay of the move. You see him get underneath of Austin Hill off of turn 4, clamp his quarter panel. That's a lot of drag on Austin Hill's car. Able to get position, get a little loose at the landing. I think that spooked Austin Hill a little bit.
Yeah. Coming into pit right now, there was a debate whether or not they can make it, whether or not they get a caution. They knew they didn't have enough fuel to make it to the end, so ultimately decided to come in and pit, guys.
Quick gas and go on Sheldon Creed. We talked about the 2-tire option maybe late in the round. He did the gas and go. Interesting play.
Yeah, he was 11th when the cycle began, so we'll see what it nets him after the spin, and then they had the debris early when they had the extended stop. So they've had some problems today. If you can get a top 10 out of it, you got to leave here feeling like it's a success. Nice stage points.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard last 9 laps full of fuel on old tires.
Yeah, it's going to hurt him for sure, right? But that's the risk he took, right?
Yeah.
And you might as well, right? You already put yourself in a tough spot after a spin. This is give ourselves a chance to maybe make some track position, maybe put ourselves in position with a late race caution to win this thing. go for it. Their risk is, well, shoot their 10th now. You know, after a quick gas and go, they'll probably lose a spot, maybe 1 or 2 by the end of the race, maybe. But overall, I like that. That's a good call.
Riley
Ratcliffe as well. Jason's a great crew chief, been in the sport for a long, long time. Should he crew chief me in the Cup Series, crew chief me in Xfinity cars? Feels like a different lifetime ago at this point. He's still around, obviously producing some really good race cars on the racetrack. So kudos to him and his group.
3 laps to go, 5-second advantage, lots of lap traffic. 3 remaining. Going to be 2 this time around. The last thing you want to see if you're Ryan Truex is the caution. You just want to get back to that white flag so you don't have to deal with another restart. 2 remaining.
He just wants to get through this traffic too. I like the bottom. Let me be in control. I'll run the bottom and get around that. Sheldon Creed on the old tires still. We talked about his strategy over and over again. He's running 11th. He's going to have a decent day at the end of the day.
Custer is 7th, in position right now to win the Dash for Cash. White flag is out at Dover. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. We're 129 miles from Mayetta, New Jersey. Hometown for Ryan Truex. Dominating performance at Dover, leading 120-plus laps. Won both stages, and he's going to finish the deal. First career victory for Ryan Truex. It comes at Dover. From Mayetta, New Jersey. And Ryan Truex wins it today. Josh?
Ryan, think back to 2012, how close you were to getting that first victory right here. Fast forward to today, does it make it that much sweeter knowing you got it done at your home track?
I'm out of breath, man. Oh my God. Just so thankful. All these fans, my team, everybody that stuck behind me. Most people didn't believe in me, and I still did. My girlfriend, Leah, my family, parents, brother, everybody. Just so thankful to be here. This is amazing. I felt like 20 to go, I was just waiting for something to happen. And I was just praying, please, guys, just keep everything straight. Let's get to the end of this. And what a car. What an amazing GR Supra. I'm speechless. I thought I'd be more emotional right now, but when I crossed the flag, I couldn't even talk on the radio. And I'm not an emotional guy, so yeah. This is for everyone that doubted me.
Ryan, I asked you this week how your career would have been different if you had won that race back in 2012. What does this win do for your career going forward?
I belong here, and I just proved that. And I've known it for a while. People around me have known it for a while, and now everybody in this garage area knows it. And my goal is to drive one of these cars full-time next year, and hopefully we can make it happen.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.